morning, everybody. My name is MARIANO D Amore, and I'm very glad to give you a warm welcome to this session, focusing on public sector accounting and the move to accrual accounting. Firstly, let me say how grateful I am to the organizing institutions, to IFAC and the Italian Institute, for inviting me to chair this session. I'm afraid that my only merit for such a honor is that I am the most Italian member on the IPSAS board. But anyway, thank you so much. I also feel we have to give credit to the organizing institutions for the role given to public sector in this Congress. We have already attended a very insightful plenary session that have pointed out to our attention the need for increasing transparency and accountability in the public sector and the need for better government accounting systems. So it is not the case here for any repetition. I would just pull some points from the previous discussion that I would like to have as introductory themes to our session. First, there is a clear trend to moving to accrual accounting. It has been mentioned this morning that recent financial crises have been balance sheet crises, and this is true. There is a growing demand throughout the world for government accounting systems able to fully recognize and disclose assets and liabilities for the whole public sector. The second assumption is that there is a trend to international convergence of accounting systems, with IPSAS serving as a reference basis for such a convergence. Of course, this is happening in many developing countries, but we know this is now happening at the real heart of all Europe. We do know that accounting systems are very far from being a homogeneous family. They may range from cash to full accrual systems, and even the reform path that different countries are following, these paths are very different each other. So it is very interesting comparing different experiences coming from different corners of the world and learning from those experiences, building up the future. As Warren Allen said in the opening ceremony, we are here to share experiences coming from our past and sharing and communicating the idea we have about our future. But I think you are not here to listen to the chairman of this session, so I would like to introduce the speakers that are going to present the national cases today. May I ask you to join me giving a warm welcome from left to right to Mr. Gerhard Steger, to Mr. Leonardo Silveira do Nascimento, to Riyad Al-Mubarak, and to Alexandre Maraconidis. We have shared the idea of splitting presentation into two parts. In the first half, there will be some short presentations from speakers, and after each presentation, I would leave some room for questions coming from the floor. We should have two microphones here, So if you have questions that make reference or ask clarification for specific points of the presentation given, please just come to the front and raise your questions. Of course, I will be able to pull some questions from the app, and we'll be able to use it in the final discussion. If we have very short questions and we have very short answers as well, we'll be able to have some time for final discussion and building upon the experiences presented.